Today is September 22nd, being Sunday. What is happening over there? What is happening in your area? Yeah, as you can see the topic that Nigeria is irredeemable. Yeah, Nigeria is irredeemable. That is the topic of tonight's broadcast. And we're going to dissect and look into the reasons why Nigeria is irredeemable. And first of all, let me just say something about this Edo Decide 2024. I mean the gubernatorial election that is going on in Edo State. Let me just start from there. One of the reasons why Nigeria is irredeemable is because when you look at the way Nigeria is, when you look at the way situation of things are, I started doubting some things I used to think when APC were doing campaign in Edo State. I started asking myself questions. Do Nigerians really know their problem? Do we really know that the government is against the people? Do we really know that it is because of this system of government and this system of Nigeria that is making us not to progress the way we're supposed to progress? Are we aware of all these things that are going on? So when I see a lot of people supporting APC, you see crowd, even though they are rented crowds, I don't get to know, but there are crowds of people in the campaign of APC the day they flag off or the day they close their campaign. So when I saw that, I said, what is wrong with Nigerians? You see, Nigerians will not allow revolution to happen. It is a big problem. Now look at the election that is going on in Edo State. I just pity for people who put all their hearts in Nigeria election. I pity for people who rely on Nigeria election that maybe one kind miracle will happen. I pity them. You see, on a normal circumstance, when you see the way everything is going on, you could have seen that, oh, the PDPs are winning. But Nigeria has been captured. Nigeria has been captured in the sense that these people know how to control their people. They know how to manipulate people. You will see somebody crying, I am dying. No, Nigeria is killing me. I can't even afford food. But give the person some minutes. You will see the person dancing to the tone of the people who are killing them. Voice of the Voiceless, good morning. Thanks for joining me tonight. Helen Nwafo, good morning. Thanks for joining me. I really appreciate. So, Nigeria has been captured in the sense that it is only few people who really know that this contraption called Nigeria will not work again, that has liberated themselves out of these shams. Others don't even know what is going on. Look at now, as election is going on in Edo State, there is tension everywhere. Everybody is just trying to think that, oh, political regime change can bring hope to the people. We are just deceiving ourselves. We are deceiving ourselves. Look at, let me see if Edo people will be able to resist the manipulation of APC. I'm no longer interested in any Nigerian election. I'm no longer interested. Before I started voting in Nigeria, I have been going to polling units with my parents. Back then when I was 13, 14, 12, 16 years, there we see what is going on, how they manipulate election results, they campaign for PDP. I know that this country is not going to work in that way. I always knew that we have a great problem ahead of us, and that is where we are today. So, what I'm saying in essence is that this nation is irredeemable. We are just doing hypothesis. Oh, let us try election. Let us see whether it's going to work. Good morning, humble Kuman. Let us try election. Let us see whether it's going to work. Let us try another thing. Let us see whether it's going to work. Let us try this. Let us see whether it's going to work. Have you ever seen any year that Nigeria gets better since in the year 1999? Every year it is becoming worse. Every year it is becoming worse. Why is it that people are not asking questions? Ask questions now. Ask questions. Why is it that every year, I mean every year, nothing is changing? Every year, nothing, absolutely nothing is changing. Ask yourself that question. Why is it that every year nothing is changing? That is the problem. People don't try to ask questions because we are just wasting time on something that will not work. Why are you trying to beat the dead horse so that it could run? It's dead already. It won't work. So I know that so many people don't understand the system of Nigeria because there is no, information at their disposal. People don't really understand what is going on in this country. Oyonorifo Innocent, good morning, thanks for joining. Kenny Honda, thanks for joining. Williams, good morning, thanks for joining. So people don't know a lot of information. People don't have information at their disposal. What is going on in Nigeria? If you see what is going on in Nigeria, like I said yesterday, see Cotonou, Benin Republic, you will go there and seek asylum. and ask the country to protect you if you know what is going on in Nigeria. Now, I am not coming out here to just say things about Nigeria because I don't like Nigeria or no. I am just trying to say the truth, because the worst thing happening in Nigeria is that the truth is hidden from the people. The truth is hidden from the people. That is one of the worst things that is going on in Nigeria. The truth is being hidden from the people. They are not telling the people the truth. Everybody is now saying, oh yes, Dangote is now refining fuel. Dangote, ask yourself question. Nigeria have 4 refineries. They abandoned the 4 and they started subsidizing the private one. Ask yourself question, why is that thing going on in that way? Ask yourself question. Almost every Nigerian living in Nigeria is on the death row. You don't know the date of your death. You can just come out, you'll be kidnapped. You can just come out, they will kill you. So people should begin to ask questions. What is the solution? Because this country is irredeemable. It's irredeemable from the head to toe. I was reading, someone sent me one old newspaper of 1982 newspaper. Very old. It's a British newspaper. And the title of the newspapers and the topic there is that the Britain expected Nigeria to break up, to separate. So I started reading the articles. I realized that, oh, we are in trouble. I'm sorry to say this. We are in trouble. Both people who have the mindset and the knowledge that this country is not going to work, who are no longer part of this country, from their mentality. There are so many people from Southwest, they have even seceded from Nigeria from their mentality. There are people from the Southeast, they have seceded out of Nigeria from their mentality. But what I'm saying is that both people have seceded now. Both people who are still enjoying this calamity that is in the system of Nigeria, we all are in trouble. We all are in trouble because the way things are going, time will come. You see, when they say fundamental human rights, all those things, there is nothing like human rights in Nigeria any longer. You don't have rights, you don't have anything. You know, when you see things that are going on, how the military treat civilians, the police treat civilians, if you're agitating for maybe for your, to have your own separate country, self-determination, the way they will treat you, if you want to protest, the way they will treat you, and all these things are fundamental human rights. But immediately you carry arms, you join the banditry, they don't just give you mouth. What kind of country is that? That they pet terrorists, they recruit terrorists, they call them Boko Haram members, they put them into their military, they put them into their police. Their system, Nigerians are not. And every day people are dying. That's one of the most painful things. People are dying. It is time for us to begin to ask questions. We are not asking the necessary question. And the thing is hurting people who are thinking about these nations. Our parents are not asking questions. Our teachers are not asking questions. Everybody, both the religious people, no one is asking the right question. The right question is, what is the solution to the problem Nigeria is having today? I was listening to what Abdul Salami said, that Abdul Salami that always go and write a peace accord for people before the election. He's part of the problem this country is having. His helicopter was used to transport bandits before. That Abdul Salami, his helicopter was used to transport bandits. And they arrested the helicopter. He said he rented it to them that he don't know. That man is part of the problem we are having in this country. And he is now telling Tinubu that there is hunger in the land, blah, 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 blah. Tinubu told him that when they were having abundance of resources in Nigeria, what did they use the money to do? So problem is already coming in their midst because hunger is not your mate. Insecurity is not your mate. They know that people are going to revolt against them. There is no doubt about that. People could revolt against them at any day, at any time. You as a public figure, as a politician, or you are a worthy person, you can just wake up in Nigeria, people will attack you. That is the way things are going right now. It is so unfortunate. I want you to ask yourself now, as you are listening to me, think about it. What is the solution to the current problem of Nigeria? What do you think that is the solution? And anybody who talks about the solution, they will come after him, they will even kill him. Anytime you talk about, oh, let us amend constitution, let us separate this country. Because the constitution of Nigeria is the problem of this country. Because it is the constitution that says that Nigeria is one indivisible, Why should Nigeria be indivisible when Nigeria have never been one before? That people brought, pieces of regions, they brought it together because they were doing slave trade. From slave trade, they turned it to oil business. What is it called? Palm oil business. Royal Niger Company. From that, they changed the name of Royal Niger Company to Unilever Nigeria Limited. And the company is still existing. That is the company they use both for slave trade and everything. They are just changing the names one after the other. And till today, they succeeded in bringing people together. And they call us nigger area, Nigeria. So our problem today is just like when, I don't believe in those things anyway, it's just like when people will come out to tell you that you have a family problem. That the family problem you have, that this person training you is not your father. This person training you is not your mother. Go and look for your father. That is the kind of basic problem Nigeria have today. Yes, that is kind of the basic problem they have, because a lot of people are still believing that this country is going to work. It is the prayer of people that is going to work. I used to tell you people when I was, small, we used to go to church, we pray for prayer of Nigeria in distress. At the time, nobody advised me to stop. I advised myself, all this prayer, they work. So I have to start advising myself, all this prayer, they work. You vote, you go election, you go vote today. You go vote tomorrow. Things are not changing. They ask yourself question. Everybody now, before people have even started talking about 2027, where they don't even know if Nigeria will exist up to 2027. I was at the US website, Ministry of Defense website of the United States, where I saw a research work in PDF format that predicted that Nigeria will cease to exist in the year 2030. Go and Google what I'm saying. So United States predicted that Nigeria will stop to exist by 2030. That 2030 could be before or after the 2030. So that is just it. And people are not trying to think and reason. A country blessed with natural resources, with crude oil, with gold, everything. Why is it that people are dying of malnutrition? Ask yourself question. Ask yourself question, you that think that Nigeria, we must fight for it, we must make Nigeria work. How can you make Nigeria work? What is your plan? You can't. You can't. There is no how you can explain to me how you can make Nigeria work. Come and explain it to me. It's not going to work. Let us stop pretending. This country has been hijacked. Anything the government in authority says they want to do now, if people just keep quiet, they will do it. And even when people are even talking, they have even ways to manipulate the people. I was just talking about the Edo Grand Finale, the campaign of APC. When I saw people who were campaigning for APC, I saw, no, Nigeria is doomed. Because these people in authority, they have been able to manipulate the people. They have been able to psycho-condition the people. They have been able to make the people to feel less human, easy to manipulate. I don't know. This is what Fela calls suffering and smiling. People will be suffering, they will be smiling. They will be suffering, they will be smiling. You know that this politician is the one representing you in the House of Rep. This man has never done any good to your constituents. And immediately you see him, you raise your two hands. So one day you begin to praise him. Who have bewitched us, Nigerians? Who have bewitched us? The best thing they have to do about this country is for, in fact, every ethnicity should have their own country. They should go in their separate ways. Why should a minister of defense who is under Tinubu be a bandit? Why should he, a former, just immediate past governor of Zamfara State? Yesterday, I was showing you people the video where the governor of Zamfara State, Dauda, he went to TVC. He went to Arise News. So I am not the one saying this. The governor of Zamfara State is the one saying this. He said that his predecessor, the one who handed over to him, that he is a bandit, that he harbored even terrorists in the government house of Zamfara State. There is a circulating memo where the former governor of Zamfara State bought in-laws, paid 200 million to all these terrorists. And today, the military are pretending that they are fighting the terrorists. Now, to confirm everything that is going on that is masterminded by the government, I still show you people this video yesterday where Tinubu was, where Haja Natasha said Tinubu told him that if I have a plan to fight insecurity, they are going to kill me. Ask yourself question, who is that person so rugged to eliminate Tinubu within the twinkle of an eye? There are some powers people are not seeing in Nigeria. That is why I don't I am tired about this nation. I am tired. I'm sick and tired. Everything. The poor people cannot breathe. The poor cannot eat. They can't eat 3 square meals a day. Any teacher having 60, 70,000 every month, you can't feed the family. You can't buy fuel. So what kind of country is this? The country is just against the people. And my pain is that the people are not reacting. The people are feeling that, oh, everything is all right. Everything is going to be all right. There is nothing. Oh, anyway, sometimes I think that because these people were born and brought up from the suffering, they were born and brought up from the ugly situation of the country. So they, what is it called? Like, I'm trying to remember what it's called. Where okay, that is adaptation. Many Nigeria has been adapted to suffering. We have been adapted to all this bad situation. Because of that, anything that the government is doing, we don't feel that, oh, this is so bad. And that is why today now, I was just watching a those state election, whether it is people that voted for APC, or I don't know whether people, because I'm no longer interested in Nigerian election. That is my stance, and I remain with that. It's my own opinion, it's my own life. I'm not interested in Nigerian election anymore. So I was seeing people, the result that was coming out, the APC. I said, wait, is it the INEC that is writing this result, or is it rigging, or is it human being like me who are voting for APC? We have a lot of problems in this country. And that is why I said this country cannot go forward like this. When you can't buy 3 square meals a day, you are voting for APC? Even though I'm not interested in Nigerian election any longer, I have to say this. You can't pay for your children's school fees, you are voting for APC? All those results I'm seeing coming out from Edo State, where is it coming from? Is it funded from heaven? Do you people really know your problem? Are you people even preparing to go out of your problem? Or are you preparing to remain in your problem? Sometimes I see people, I begin to laugh. We are the cause of our problem. The day we say enough is enough, you will rise up and go out of this calamity. You go out of this calamity. We are the cause of our problem. That is just the final full stop. We are part of the problem. It's not only the politicians. If when Ekpa and the co, when they came to Edo State to campaign, if they did not see anybody, tell me, when they will feel ashamed. But APC have the largest crowd in Edo State when they came. But thank God I'm not interested in Nigerian election any longer. Any election that comes, anybody that wins, if Nigeria is still existing till then, because the way things are going, the former Minister of Defense, who is also the Chief Military Officer, Danjuma don't have a good name, he don't have a good history in Nigeria. But so many things Danjuma said, I see it as a very good thing to Nigerians because it's an eye-opening. So this man who was former Minister of Defense and what is it called? Is it Major General? I forget the name, the rank in the army. He is the one telling you that if you have faith and continue to believe that the military, the police are going to save you from all this terrorists going on in Nigeria, all of you will die one after the other. That was what this man said. So if you are waiting for the government, you have seen so many things that happen. Nigerians, you people don't take note of things. You people don't take note of things. On the midnight of December 2023 in Plateau State, the residents of Plateau gave 33 distress calls to the soldiers that people are killing them. For good 3 hours, they were killing them. But what happened? The military did not respond. The military did not answer because they are accomplices. They know what is going on. Imagine Boko Haram bombed churches since 2012. They have been bombing churches, bombing so many people, killing people. And one day you just capture them, you say you have to enter into Nigerian military. And people are still reasoning that this country is the same country. Yeah. Some people should reason now. Some people should think small. I didn't say you should think much. Just think small now. It's just like where America will just capture Osama bin Laden and put it in Nigerian military. That is just it. And you are wondering why the soldiers are not fighting insecurity. You are wondering. And Danjuma is telling us that if you have faith in Nigerian security, all of you will die one after the other. This man telling you this was the head of Nigerian security. He's telling you that if you have faith in Nigerian security, you will die after the other because the military are colluding with these people. He said the military are colluding with the terrorists to kill the people. I was listening to, in one of my broadcasts, I still share this video. Now, the bandits, they're about to pass to go to their mission. It was a military officer, a soldier, who made call for them. Tell my people who are soldiers there, tell them not to touch the Fundanese. The Fundanese are about to pass. Let them pass. Don't say anything, just allow them to. What kind of country is this? And people are still keeping quiet. People are keeping quiet like nothing is going on. Every day in the rural areas, people are being kidnapped by this same set of people. And people are just keeping quiet. We are not a nation. Nigeria have lost everything that a country could say, oh, this is a nation. Nigeria has lost everything. Nigeria is no longer a nation. I'm waiting for someone to come and tell me that Nigeria is going to work again. Let us have a debate. Let us have a debate. You talk to me. Because if you have the information I have about Nigeria, the information at my disposal, if you have it about Nigeria, you will run out of this country. You will run out of this country. How could it be that the primary responsibility or duty of a government is to protect the lives and property of the people? But how can it be that in Nigeria, the government is against the people? The government has sponsored bandits. The government, in fact, I have the right to say that Nigeria is a terrorist government. I have the right, I have the proof, everything. Right from the person who formed Boko Haram, or is it called Ademodu Sheriff from Borno State, who handed over to Kassim Shettima. I have all those videos where Falana was challenging him. If you are not the one that formed Boko Haram and give the Commission of Religion Affairs, come and challenge me. Up till today, he didn't seem out to talk. On a Arise News, they came out, they accused Shettima of harboring Boko Haram and sponsoring them. Till today, fear did not let him to talk. So, when you look at this same nation, people are dying anyhow. And the president is telling you that if he fights insecurity, that he is going to, they will kill him. And people are still, gingering to defend this illegality. The blood of innocent people who are dying in Nigeria will still be in the hand of people who are supporting this government. It might not affect you, but it will affect your children. How could it be? Just imagine. I don't even know. The current governor of Zamfara State, I think the man should be protected. The man should be supported. The man is the one who is making secret of everything that has been going on in Zamfara State. The man is just making the secret of everything that has been going on in the predecessor's administration. Then he knows that his predecessor is the one sponsoring bandit, and his predecessor is the Tinubu's Minister of Defense. His predecessor, Matawale, is the Tinubu Minister of Defense. No one is talking. Nigeria are keeping mute. According to Dumeje, as far as I'm concerned, everyone living in Nigeria, we are all illiterate. What is the essence of going to school? If you can sit in the face of calamity and you call that black white, or you say, let me remain silent, you are afraid to die, right? But people are dying. You are still dying. We are dying like chicken. We are dying like flies. That is what is going on. So if it is that you are afraid of, you are afraid that they are going to arrest you, don't you know that they are even picking people from their polling unit who are voting? They are just picking people. So tell me, what are you afraid of? What are you afraid of? You should not think about yourself. Think about your children. Think about your children, because there is a problem. If any problem you refuse to solve, your children will continue to solve it. Why do Nigerians always like to leave problem for their children? If my father has solved all this problem today, we are not going to come out here and begin to talk and begin to expose what is going on and begin to see. I think it is time, if this system is going to consume us, let it consume everybody. But let people who will come after us live well. As far as I'm concerned, Nigeria is no longer a nation that will work. Nigeria is no longer a nation that will work. There is no how. I don't see any possibility that this country will use to work. A country that has everything. You see billions upon billions of allocation every day, even to states, and you will see every road so bad. You will see potholes, your cars will be spoiling because of road, ordinary internet, you won't see light, and so on and so on. What kind of nation is this? What kind of nation is this? And people are not ready to challenge the status quo. Yes, I'm saying people are not ready because of what I'm seeing in Edo State too. I'm sorry to say that, but from what I'm seeing in Edo State, I am still asking, is it people who are casting the votes, or APC wrote the result, or maybe INEC wrote the result? No. I think people voted very well for APC. So it is important everybody, like those who are Christians, Joshua in the Bible says, choose ye whom you serve. So those who are going to serve Nigeria, it is time for them to have a referendum. Let them serve Nigeria and serve it well in the suffering, in the kidnapping, in the terrorism, in the insurgency continue. But those who said we are not going to serve Nigeria, I think it is time for them to give them freedom to live. It is time, because there is no how you will be able to explain what is going on in Nigeria and you have the right word to explain it all. There is no how. You won't have the right words to explain what is going on in Nigeria. Political quagmire everywhere. The politicians don't care as far as they just have money. Forget about it. Their money will do everything. Anyway, let us have some calls. Let me know what you think about this current situation. What is your opinion? There is a number I pin, a WhatsApp number I pin down there on the comment section. You can use it to call in and tell us what you think about this situation. Let us have the first caller. Hello. Hello.
Hello, good evening, Mr. Okocha, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, madam. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Yeah, I'm just calling. I'm not calling to talk about the election. I'm calling to kind of encourage you for the hard work, because the people that you are talking to, it's so hard because of the hardship. Remember what I told you earlier? Time I called.
Yeah.
The first in any history of Islamization, especially by the Fulani, if you read their history, is always they use like poverty is the first thing they used. So they used it long ago to make the people poor, very poor, so that people will not even be thinking about fighting them. That's what they do. So, like at this time, everything you are saying, a lot of people believe poverty and fear, two things like that. So, and like now, everything you are saying is the truth. Believe you me, people you are talking to are looking for one square meal to eat. Some of them don't even have light to watch your program. Some of them don't even have a lot of issues. And the people that have time to listen to you are the people that are creating the problem.
Okay.
You are talking and doing everything. If you have time and go through the social media, when you hear the Nigerian, some of them that believe in the government, if you listen what they are saying, and when you go to the profile, you look at this person, you see this person has been in the dark for forever. You see this person and know he's wrong just because they paid him $2,000 to go online and be cursing people. You know what I'm trying to say? Like just cutting nuisance. Yeah. And when you look at him now, the person that is causing nuisance, you are feeling so sorry for him, but that 2,000 he's eating there is the only thing that matters to him. The country is gone, totally gone. And the worst part of it is the people that made it to be what it is, 70% of their family is not in Nigeria.
That is it. And they themselves have 2 passports.
Yes. They are no longer there. Then the ones you think, the millionaires, the ones that... and the ones that don't have, that don't wear the Agbada uniform as a politician, let me talk about the business moguls, those ones, they've all left. Their children are abroad. All you are seeing them themselves parading, as if they are there. Nigeria is gone. And recently, I don't know whether you watch even the military. Have you ever seen a military man came on TV and advising soldiers how to not to work on this dynamite? Have you ever in this war seen things like that? I
saw CDS saying that. I was surprised.
Yes, because the people we feel sorry for. The people we feel sorry for are those that don't believe in Nigeria that are still in military. I feel sorry for them because a lot of them have been killed. Some families will think they still have a soldier living, but the person is dead. It's just a very, very bad situation, very bad. But at the end of the day, they will find out that the people they think they don't know anything, as we refer them, some people refer that they don't know anything. They are well equipped and ready to exit Nigeria. And they will follow their brothers. So it's the Southerners who should wake up, and I hope they will. But unfortunately, fear and hunger has worked on them. The same way you are screaming is the same way Manyebu is. You know what I'm trying to say? It's hard. It's very hard. But just keep doing what you're doing. At the same time, if you still have like avenues, until anything, you can't die for Nigeria. You only do your best. You can, but as the country is gone, completely gone.
Yeah.
You see them.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right, I appreciate it.
Bye.
So, just like what this our sister is saying, that is the same question I was asking regards this Edo State issue. I was asking, I thought these people have been complaining about APC. Why are we so easy to manipulate? Why is it that we are vulnerable to these people in government? Is it because of money? Of course, I know that there is hunger in the land. There is hunger in the land. Things are very expensive. It is not easy to be or to live in Nigeria at this moment. It is not easy. But I think the hardship supposed to prepare us to challenge the status quo. The hardship is not supposed to make us to succumb and be collecting peanut, collect bribe, collect money from the same people who are killing you. And one thing people don't know about government and governance is that the money a nation has belongs to you. Now, let me give you an example. Every month, Nigeria used to make trillion upon trillions of naira. Now, Nigeria is just about equivalent to 200 million population, both home and abroad. Ask yourself, if they should share money that Nigeria is making a month, don't you know that up to 5 million will reach your hand? Yeah, up to 5 million will be in your hand. Now, if a government official, a governor, local government chairman is tying your road, you're supposed even to ask him, how much are you using to tie the road? Because it is your money. But the opposite is the case. Our mothers will tie wrapper, they will go and welcome politicians. We have become slave and double slave in our own territory, in our own indigenous place where God created us to live. And this must stop. It must stop. Because the way things are going, I ask you a question again. Have you ever seen any year that Nigeria gets better? Have you ever seen any year? This year now is 2024. Look at what is going to happen next year. It will be worst. It will be worst. So people are not trying to reason. People are not trying to think logically to understand that there is no country anymore. There is no country anymore. People should start warming up. Start preparing yourself for anything that is going to come. Everybody is now talking. Imagine Abdul Salami. All those people who I thought that even though the world is falling upside down, that they can never even talk that things are not going on. Now they are crying out. Everybody is crying out. Things are not working. Oh my goodness. So that is the situation about what is going on in Nigeria. Now, if, for example, now that you have made up your mind that you are sincere to yourself and you have seen that this country is not going to work any longer, what are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to do? You see, it is not too good when one person is talking about the problem, everybody knows that, oh, this is the problem. Only one person is just talking about the problem. But you yourself knows that this is the problem, that this thing is not going to work out in this way. I ask again, why is it that so many people are afraid to talk in Nigeria? What is your fear? Tell me, what is your fear? We should not be afraid. We should not be afraid. They themselves, these people who are sponsoring terrorism, they're supposed to be afraid of us because they're supposed to be afraid that if they come out, people will stone them. Yeah, they're supposed to be afraid. But opposite is the case. They don't fear anything. They don't fear anyone because they have seen that, oh, the citizens, you just give them money, bribe them, use money to put them where they belong. So the politicians now target money. Anytime they enter office, they target money because they believe that once they get the money, they can get you. We are so gluttonous. We are so hungry people. We lost our integrity. We lost our value. And that is why if I see anybody who is maintaining his integrity, challenging the status quo, challenging the government who is not doing well, I used to fall in love with those kind of people. Because it's not easy to speak truth in this world. You will see a lot of things, a lot of opposition, a lot of bribe, and so on and so forth. Things are not going on well. And it is time for us to disassociate ourselves from the government. Stop praising politicians. They don't mean well for you. the country don't mean well for you. What have you benefited as a Nigerian? Name one thing you have benefited. You say, this is my country, I've benefited from this. Is it? Do you have free education? Absolutely no. Do you have free healthcare? Absolutely no. What are you benefiting from this country that has abundance of resources? What are you benefiting? Absolutely nothing. We are not benefiting anything. We are not benefiting anything. So what is the essence? What is the essence of supporting the government that is killing you? Answer the question. What is the essence? So let me know what you think on the comment section. You can also call this WhatsApp number and bring your ideas together to what do you think that is the solution. Is it just disintegration? Let me know what you think. Digital Farmer, good morning. Thanks for joining me. Says things are expensive. People are hungry. So sending votes to eat is not a bad option. It is no guarantee. Voting or AI will not make things better. Okay, is there reasoning? Well, I think so. That's Zion. Good morning. Thanks for joining. Henry Mwago, good morning. Thanks for joining. Oyebuchi Mori, Mark Obi, Okeke Vito, Homes of Trent. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining. Rashid Zibini, Kenny Ohondo, Vivian Mwoke. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining. Chinemere Chikodi. Good morning. Thanks for joining. I really appreciate you all for joining me this evening. Let me know what you think. Do you think that this country is still redeemable? For me, I think this country is still redeemable, and there is no how we are going to pretend to think that this country, maybe one Messiah will come and change everything, or one Messiah will come and change the country. For me, I believe it is not going to work. Let's have another caller. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, good morning. Thanks for joining us. Your name and where you are connected from?
Yeah, I'm Shamasa. Good evening. This is Alexander from Russia.
Okay, Alexander from Russia. Long time. Though I've not been online all this while. How is Russia?
Yeah, we are good here. We are good. Yesterday I was in your program, but I came in a bit late.
Okay.
So, and it was even So and I even heard when you said there will be another one today in the evening.
Okay.
Yeah. So my brother, the issue on ground, it's very terrible. And the truth is, these guys have weaponized poverty. So well. A hungry man can hardly think of anything again apart from how to satisfy his rumbling stomach. They have weaponized poverty and they have weaponized religion. Many people now, they only listen to what their imam will say or what their Badichio will say. So if their Badichio says, follow this one, they will follow. If their imam says, follow, even if it's opposite reality, they will follow.
Because they don't have brain to think.
They don't have. So they have weaponized poverty and they have weaponized religion. Look at what's going on in Edo State today. A friend of mine told me today that he voted for APC for 10,000 naira. For 10,000. And I was like, why? He told me that whether they vote or they didn't vote, that they know once the main Baba is there as the president, they know that it will be difficult for them to lose Edo State. So it's even better for them to collect the money and then cast their votes.
Serious.
And if you check what he said,
it's not far from the truth. Based on 2023 presidential election experience, he's not far from the truth. But I condemn collecting money.
Yes, myself, I condemn it, but...
Or you should have collected the money and do your will and voted against who you want to vote. Like me, I am no longer interested in Nigerian election. I used to say it.
Even myself.
I'm not interested, but I'm not discouraging people who are interested. You see, it's my own personal business. It's not your business. It's nobody's business. Just my own personal business, because as I used to tell people right from my childhood, even when I've not started voting, I used to go to polling unit with my parents. This is more than 25 years. I see how things are right from that time. It's not, okay, let me say 20 years. Let me say 20 years now. Right from that time till now, nothing changed. Absolutely nothing.
And next year will be worse. Because it feels like every year the upper year will be worse than the previous year. Certainly, next year will be worse. So, and it is very wrong that many people are saying what's going on, but they're just keeping quiet. Only a few persons will be shouting, whereas the rest are keeping quiet. It's very bad. It's very bad.
And that is, just 1 minute. That's what I was trying to address. I said, when I was watching the APC campaign grand finale in Edo State, the huge crowd, the crowd I saw there is even greater than PDP and Labour Party combined. And I started asking question, is it a rented crowd or people are not going through what is going on in Nigeria? I don't just understand.
Singing the praises of the oppressor. Huh? Look at what happened in Bangladesh. If you combine all our security agencies, the military, the police, the navy, the custom, whatever, they are not up to 10% of Nigerian population. They are not. They are not. If Nigerians can troop out in numbers, let's assume 1 million persons from each state. From each state, my brother, these people, they will surrender. They must surrender. They must, and even the military knows that they cannot shoot everybody. But if we keep on keeping quiet, waiting for one, two persons to keep on shouting, whereas the others will be saying, it doesn't concern me. It will all carry all of us one day. Gradually. Don't forget that when this insecurity started, it was then in Borno State. But now it is transferring to Maiduguri, to Zamfara, to Yobe, to Katsina, even down to Abuja. Don't forget that after Abuja, you get Kogi, and then you start entering southeast.
Yeah.
Gradually, if we keep on keeping quiet, gradually they will start coming. And if that is not possible, if that is not taken, don't forget that Turkey was once a Christian country. Turkey was once a Christian nation, but that was how these people overpowered all of them and then turned it into Muslim nation. So if we keep on keeping quiet, I can assure you, these guys will continue to overpower us one by one until they round all of us up, and by then it might be late. So it is very important, and it is urgent now that we rise up against these people. If not,
it will be too late.
The way they operate, if they pinch you and you didn't shout, they'll pinch you more, and they'll pinch you more and more. They'll pinch you more and more.
That is right.
So it is high time we rose up against these guys. If not, my brother, as time goes on, it might be late. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, my brother. Thanks for joining me tonight. Thank you. All right. Ijoge, good morning. Thanks for joining. Say Nigeria is not redeemable. Mama H.O., good morning. Thanks for joining. Say drop the link to your studio. Oh, Mama, I'm having problem with the software that I was using to stream yesterday. My section was ending like he's taking me on we are not even giving me sign. Before I know it, we just stop. So because of that, I decided to use just YouTube without using the studio to go live. And that is why you see today's live session is just totally different from the ones I used to do before. Sorry about that. So we can just use this call through the WhatsApp number there to contribute. Maybe by God's grace on Monday, that is tomorrow, I will be able to fix it. I believe I'll be able to fix it tomorrow. Yeah, like what this our last caller was saying. He's saying that if someone pinch you, you did not talk, you are giving the person the room to pinch you more. If someone is matching your head and you did not shout, you did not talk, it means go ahead and do it more. If someone is weaponizing you with poverty or anything bad that someone is doing against you, if you do not complain, it's a go ahead. It's a green light to the person to continue to do that evil against you. But when somebody pinch you and you pinch the person back, the person will feel the same pain that he is or she is, doing against you. But the situation of Nigeria will have a lot of people who are keeping quiet in the presence of, all this calamity carried out by the government against the people.